Hey, I'm Dr. Ian Smith. I'm the host of the new podcast, Black Health Unfiltered. I've been wanting to do this podcast for a really long time for many reasons. Most importantly, because I feel like as African Americans, we have led, unfortunately, most of the disease categories that afflict Americans. The life expectancy gap between African Americans and others has always been a tremendously frustrating thing for me. Now, there are things that affect us that are out of our control. Institutional biases, cultural insensitivity, some environmental factors, lack of access to quality healthcare. Some of these things we can't control, but there's so much that is within our control that I want to focus on. I want people to watch and listen to this podcast and feel empowered, to feel like they have a voice, to feel like there are things that they can do that second to start changing their life. It is a very despairing and very hopeless feeling when you feel like there's nothing that you can do to control your health trajectory. Well, that all changes now with this podcast. I'm going to invite on the world's top experts. I'm going to invite on the world's most staunch advocates for public health, particularly as it relates to African Americans and people of color. You see, here's the deal. In a time when healthcare is really upside down, where there have been so many changes to people being able to have insurance or afford insurance or be able to seek quality care, with all these things that are amiss right now in this world, people need a place that they can trust, that they feel safe in, to listen to real, scientific, credible, inspiring, change your life kind of information. That is what I hope to bring with this podcast. It's unfiltered because I'm not going to hold back punches. I'm going to speak truthfully. My guests will speak truthfully, and I will hold them to task. And we're going to cover a range of issues. Some are going to be very uncomfortable, but we're going to talk about heart disease and diabetes and dermatological issues with the skin. We're going to talk about cancer all over the body. We're going to talk about clinical trials and why African Americans are not involved in clinical trials and why we need to be more involved in clinical trials. We're going to talk about how do you actually access the healthcare system in a way that's good for you and for your family. So there's a lot to uncover. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to resolve and analyze, but we're going to do it in a way that it's relatable so that you can understand the basics. Because see, if you have a foundation of understanding, if you're able to at least exert and perform some analysis of information, then you are better informed. And when you are better informed, then you can become better treated. And when that happens, it saves more lives. So I hope that you will come to this podcast very often and share it with others, because I want this to be an important resource in your home and your family and those around you who you know. I want people to come to Black Health Unfiltered feeling like they are getting great information that they can understand and put to use in their life right away. Remember, a rich man's best friend is his health, because health is truly wealth. Black Health Unfiltered will give you that currency.